Shabbat Shalom, everyone. This week's Torah portion is Parashat Tzav. It is a continuation of the laws regarding offerings and sacrifices that were to be brought to the tabernacle and then later to the temple in Jerusalem. Of course, it's also Shabbat Hagadol, the Shabbat immediately preceding Passover, if you hadn't figured that one out just yet. One of the interesting things to note about Parashat Tzav is it does have a connection with the holiday of Passover. In chapter 6, verses 9 and 10, discuss a special offering that was to be eaten by the priests. It was a matzah offering, a unleavened bread offering. And in verse 10 it says, "It shall not be baked with leaven, chametz. I have given it as their portion from my offering by fire. It is the most holy, like the sin offering and the guilt offering." So what is it that makes this matzah offering so holy, like the most holy? There's a teaching from Klei Yakar, who is a Hasidic commentator, who says that that matzah, of course, is very symbolic. We know that yeast is often in the rabbinic mind conflated with sin because it's the kind of thing that bubbles up. And that matzah, when it's flat, is sort of a representation of something not having any sin in it at all. And that there is this discussion that Klei Yakar talks about, that a true tzaddik is someone who has never once experienced any kind of sin or any kind of problem. And that's not as high a level as someone who has gone through an experience, has sort of gone off the path and then finds their way back. So someone who actually is able to rid themselves of the yeast, to get that sin out of themselves, is actually at a higher level than someone who's never faced that. It's an interesting thing for us to think about in this coronavirus period, and to think about this experience that we're going through right now and how this might possibly be able to change us, to cleanse us, to make us more aware of the world around us, so that we might also become among the most holy, as is described in this verse from Parashat Tzav. This Shabbat, of course, we don't have any services because of the coronavirus, but I do want to mention that we are this week observing the yurtzites of Saul Lewis Myers, Iris Bergsman, Israel David Margolin, Leonora Katz, Elise Sloan Felber, Hyman Fromson, Barbara Joyce Gilden, Abraham Gordon, Morris Schwartz, Samuel Rotman, Eleanor Orch, Clara Sofer, Sarah Kornhauser, Leslie Roll, and Celia Davis, and Louis Widzer. May their memories be a blessing for us. Wishing you all Shabbat Shalom and a healthy and happy Passover.